Hello fam, and welcome to another news update from Naija Newsmonger. Please remember to like, share, comment and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Hey, thanks so much fam. If you're already subscribed, God bless you. Yafu yafu, you are the what? You are the bomb. So we have a few updates today, so let's get right into it. The first breaking news we have is that Mudashiru Obasa, the impeached Speaker of the Lagos State House of Assembly, has come out to say that he's still the rightful Speaker. Hey, he said anything to the contrary is what? Is foul. Remember that his impeachment came after allegations of gross misconduct and abuse of office, with I think 90% of lawmakers voting to remove him, which is like 32 out of the 40 members at the time. However, he has come out to deny any wrongdoing. He insists that he remains the rightful Speaker of the House. Addressing large supporters on Saturday today, actually at the Speaker's Lodge and at Ikeja GRA, Obasa said it was important for the lawmakers to, in quote, follow constitutional procedure to remove him as Speaker. Hey, I don't know whether to speak or to hold my peace. Because, anyway, so the former speaker also dismissed the allegations of corruption brought against him by the lawmakers to justify his removal, describing the alleged financial misappropriations as, in quote, impossible. Really? He also told his supporters, in quote, I am not afraid of being removed as the Speaker of the Lagos State House of Assembly, but the right process was not followed. I believe I'm still the Speaker until they follow the right process. Ha! Okay. Wahala be like wetin? Be like Aunty Ramota hair. Say Aunty Ramota no dey wear wig again now, so na hair remain. Na hair remain o. Anyway, this is a developing story, so watch out on this space or check our Facebook for any updates. Follow us on Facebook if you haven't already. That's a different space. It has some interesting things. Ajasa, things that will kind of make you smile and make your day. Yeah, so go ahead and visit and follow us on Facebook. It's the same name, Naija Newsmonger. Awesome. So now this next story, he do wait say where God cover show. I don't know. They say people were sleeping quietly in their neighborhood in Texas. It's a neighborhood in Texas. Only for them to wake up in the morning and check their security camera video and see what they saw. It's on your screen. A man walking around their property wearing a mask and carrying a sign with an apocalyptic Bible verse, which is Revelations 21:15. So let's read the first 3 verses of that chapter, the 1,000 years. Then I saw an angel coming down from heaven, holding in his hand the key to the bottomless pit and a great chain. And he seized the dragon, that ancient serpent, who is the devil and Satan, and bound him for 1,000 years, and threw him in the pit, and shut it and sealed it over him, so that he might not deceive the nations any longer, until the 1,000 years were ended. After that, he must be released for a little while. My people, watch the video now.
Man approached a family's doorstep wearing a satanic mask, holding a sign that reads Revelation 20 verses 1 through 15, passages that depict the apocalypse in Christianity and eternal judgment. Followers ascend to heaven, the condemned thrown into a lake of fire. Heavy stuff.
I was a little rattled that night.
Just approaching the family's front door, he walked behind their home and stood in front of a driveway. Not aware so far of this person being on anyone else's doorbell cameras, and that this person hasn't committed a crime. For them to be considered trespassing, they have to bypass a barrier like a fence, ignore verbal warnings, or stay on the property after being told to leave. Nonetheless, they're monitoring the situation and saying, we encourage residents to remain vigilant and report any suspicious activity to police.
We do mostly know each other, and they're all very nice, so yeah.
After spotting a stranger like this, that's what folks here plan to do.
My people, is the world coming to an end or what? Or maybe it has even ended with all this wahala up and down. Please, if you know what these verses mean, feel free to share in the comment section, right? Okay, so still talking about religion. Watch this pastor drilling his flock, Me, I don't understand the video. But let's watch it first. Yeah.
Yes, I'm all. You're the covenant keeping God. Ikemo. 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 Yes, I'm all. You're the covenant keeping God. Yes, I'm all. You're the covenant. Ikemo. 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 Yes, I'm all. You're the covenant. Ajụjụ ka m na-ajụ ikuku na mananya eneji dị kuku n'aka anabara na gụba onye gara ije n'elu mmiri onye tiwara osimiri uche onye tiri fero mmanwụ nna m bikuku amanọnya wee power to power let power bow wee power to power let power bow ejebudo wagoro aka nna m bikuku amanọnya Obinye, ike kikabia, obodo mojana mmadụ, ojana mmadụ, odogwa kataka, anya jiri ejeru chukwama. Jesus ụkwachi n'aka na-agba, onye mmeri. Jesus ụkwachi n'aka na-agba, onye mmeri. Obinye, ike kikabia, obodo mojana mmadụ, ojana mmadụ, odogwa kataka, anya jiri ejeru chukwama. Jesus ụkwachi n'aka na-agba, onye mmeri. Jesus ụkwachi n'aka na-agba, onye mmeri.
Me, I don't understand this video, but please drop your comments, down below if you do, because me, I don't. So, is there anything biblical about what they're doing, right? Why do people feel the need to follow and obey just about anyone as long as they label themselves a pastor? Please drop your comments below so we can be educated further about this, because me, as I did so, I am lost too. Now, still on religion, I've been watching the blogs talking about Pastor Iluyomade's return with the launch of his own ministry. So people seem to think he was transferred to Ebutemeta. No, he wasn't. He was there on punishment. Yes. So Ebutemeta is where erring pastors are sent. It is the naughty, in quotes, it's called the naughty corner for erring pastors. That's where you go. You now sit on the back row. Yes. And do what? You will eat beans there. Benny. He was having punishment. He served it for like 3 months. So yes. In fact, they said, I have my ears to the ground. I hear that there was even one day sometime in those 3 months that Baba Adebuye was there in that parish. And when Baba Adebuye, entered the church, he came to minister or something like that. Pastor Iluyomade was there. He was sitting in his naughty corner, So the two of them really maintained their distance. I'm telling you, it was a bit of drama there, And another thing people have been saying, or I think there's this general misconception that it's their first service. No, his new ministry has been meeting for quite a few weeks now. Yeah, this was certainly not their first service. I can tell you that for free. And then another question on people's lips is, where was his wife, Pastor is it Shiju? Or Teju, did I get her name right now? But where was she in those videos? Knowing how close they are and knowing that she loves anything flamboyant. Where was she? Why wasn't she in any of these videos? We that are their fans, we were watching and they were saying, yay, Pastor Mrs. Da, Epawawa, Pastor Mrs. Ejo. Food for thought. And then I think people also felt that, Baba Adeboye should have been more lenient with Pastor Idowu in this matter because of their family friendship. Yes, you can call them family friends. They're actually family friends because, Baba was like a son to Pastor Idowu's father. Yes. And so Pastor Idowu is almost like a son to Baba Adeboye. So given that relationship, people felt that there should have been more leniency in how Baba Adeboye treated this matter, even especially with that punishment for 3 months. But me personally, my own opinion on that is that there should be no favoritism in church. To me, I'm just saying my own. Everyone is entitled to their own opinion, and if you have yours, please drop it in the comment below. You're perfectly free to do that. You're perfectly entitled to your opinion. In any case, we wish Pastor Idowu the best in his new ministry. Now, talking about Kemi Badenoch and her campaign of calumny against Nigeria, Professor Bolaji Akinyemi has come out to criticize her for repeatedly making negative comments about Nigeria, accusing her of using disparaging remarks about her home country to further her political ambitions. And that has been my own take on the matter. I even did a video on it. If I can find that video, I'll drop it in a link to it in the description box. But I know I've talked about this before, and I lambasted her. I gave her a lamba. See, I even gave her an example of all the previous prime ministers, especially that they are number 10 down yourself to enter, because that place is like Airbnb. You go in for a short time, as you are entering like this, you are counting your days. Don't bother unpacking your box, because you may be there for just a few months. Like what's the name of that lady that was there for what? How many months was she even there for to get to that 10 Downing? I don't know. And I told her in that video, I said, be careful, be nice to the people you meet on your way up the ladder, because you're the same people you're going to meet on your way down. I said that in my video, and that's the same thing that Professor Akinyemi is now saying. And now she's let us even analyze all this, her story of she left Nigeria in poverty. This lady left, she was born in 1980, right? She left Nigeria in 1996 because she says she left when she was 16. So that's 1996. For heaven's sake, Nigeria was still really good at that time. So I don't know what the F she's talking about. She keeps going on about poverty. In 1996 in Nigeria. Hey, Egbami. So she claims that she now came back to England with her dad's last £100, which was probably worth like 1,000 naira at the time, I think, because remember that naira was pretty strong then, right? And that was really good money, I mean, it was good money. And again, the point, is Nigeria was even doing well, as I've said. And then her father was apparently a medical doctor and a UNILAG professor. So which poverty is she talking about? I mean, professors are not rich, but they're not poor either, even in today's world, right? And then Professor Akinyemi also warned her that she will soon realize that you don't throw your people and your culture under the bus for personal gain. And I said that too. And I believe that when she grows older, let's say give her another 15 years, I'm telling you, she will not be singing the same tune. I can guarantee you that. Come back to this Nigerian newsmonger, God keep us till that time, till beyond safe. God keep us beyond that. Come back here and we'll talk. Give her 15 years, she'll be singing a very different tune. I believe that part of her problem right now is maturity. She's just not mature enough to realize that you don't tread on your heritage like that. No, you have no other one. You cannot have two heritages. You have one. Her heritage is Nigeria. Or maybe you can even have two, but one will come before the other. And the primary one for her is Nigeria. I'm telling you, like in her life, in her heritage, in her anything, Britain can never come first. Oyinbo people can never accept her more than they will accept their own brother or white brother or sister. That's the fact. And it doesn't matter her accent. It doesn't matter how badly she talks about Nigeria. It doesn't matter how much she wants to embrace them. They will not embrace her back. I know these people. I've lived with them. I've worked with them. Look, I don't want to say anything that will put me in trouble. But I want people here who badun. I'm sorry for my non-Yoruba speaking viewers, but it's not worth it. They're not people that you put aside or denigrate your heritage for. It ain't worth it. I can tell you that for free. Anyway, let's move on. I don't have the whole day to talk about Kemi Badenoch, but anybody who knows her should tell her to stop targeting Nigeria before we'll start with her. And then now, talking about targeting Nigeria, South Africa is back in the news doing what they know best, which is attacking us. You know, the Nigerian Union of South Africa has raised the alarm over alleged systematic property damage and seizures during a bylaw enforcement operation at the Navy House Fatima building in Pretoria Central. You know, they raised the alarm in a statement signed by their National Publicity Secretary, Akindele Olunloyo. According to the statement, a report was lodged by several Nigerian businesses or business owners operating in that building of an illegal raid on their business premises. They stated that the incident occurred during a joint operation conducted by the Department of Home Affairs, South African Police Service, Metro Police, City of Tshwane authorities, and Gauteng traffic officers. And it was dubbed, it was part of their, in quotes, Reclaim Our City enforcement initiative. You can see that sounds almost like Make America Great Again. Which one is Reclaim Our City? They said the business owners described the extensive seizure of their commercial assets, with officials allegedly taking numerous items of value. The confiscated items included expensive Brazilian hair extensions, quality hair pieces, electronics like TVs and microwaves, professional hair salon equipment including dryers and tongs, large sums of money, and drinks from their fridges. Based on detailed accounts from the shop owners, the officials' conduct extended beyond seizures. They also methodically destroyed surveillance systems throughout the building in what seemed like a calculated move to remove evidence. So they destroyed all the CCTV cameras installed in various shop locations, along with the recording equipment, so that there will be no way to there will be no evidence, of the considerable damage they had done to the building, or even of the things that they took away, or they allegedly took away. So the union said the affected business owners have filed a formal complaint to the police in Pretoria, and an investigation is underway. Okay. Well, me, I've always been of the opinion that South Africans don't like Nigerians. For whatever reason, But my opinion is that it's basically, for the most part, is out of envy. Nigerians are doing well, and then they also feel that Nigerian guys are taking over their women. And I'm going to have to say this in Yoruba. Àwọn ọmọge onídìí ńláńlá yẹn, àwọn náà ni àwọn Naija guys yẹn tẹ̀lé. Àwọn Naija guys gan, they can't take their eyes off the ọmọge onídìí ńláńlá. You can see that even their president, Ramaphosa, òun gan ti fẹ́ bá ìdí lọ nínú fídíò tẹ́ ń wò yìí. Who don't like better thing? If you're wondering, for my non-Yoruba speaking viewers, if you're wondering what I said, just look on your screen. When you see that, you know where I'm going with that. But the South African guys, they're not amused with the way Nigerian guys have been. What will I say now? Going ahead of them in that game is paining them. That's why they'll use any opportunity to attack Nigerians. It's money that you are using to collect that money, the landline from us, and they will attack that where that money is coming from. That's why they keep attacking their businesses. It's terrible, really, honestly. Now, next is this really crazy story coming from the United States. So, apparently, maternity clinics in the States have been getting many calls from pregnant women wanting to have cesarean sections so that they can beat that February 20th date for the end of birthright citizenship following Donald Trump's proclamation. But you know that, of course, that plan or proclamation has now been put on at least temporary hold by a judge. And we really thank God for that brave judge, because the whole thing was just crazy. This is something that's a constitutional right. It's been there from time Imo River. Only one man just wake up, say because una vote for him, and because in decrease, he go change everything. Now, I don't see life. Anyway, so back to our story now. Pregnant women have been booking appointments to have their babies. Even some of them are not due till March. Still, they say, no, please give me dates before that before that February 20th to remove the baby so that the baby will be born and will qualify for citizenship before February 20th. My people, how do I see that kind plan? Can you do it? Does it make sense? Because of citizenship. Anyway, so even the doctors have been explaining to them that this is not a good plan, because it can affect the baby. The baby can have low birth weight. The baby can have lung problems. The baby can have all kinds of ailments, underdeveloped lungs, feeding problems, neurological complications. Those aren't things to toy with, but still, out of desperation for American citizenship, wahala. Some people are ready to do that. Hey, wahala. If I mention Auntie Ramota now, I will say I dey find trouble, so I won't mention her, but the wahala dey there. Hey, so drop your comments. So please let us know. Can you do that? Do you think it's a good plan to have a C-section to bring baby out before February 20th? Even now that the plan is on hold, some people say no, still book that date, book a date for me before that date, in case I know one here say dem roast goat, one leg no done. Now, wow, my people. Anyway, let's move on. Let's move on to that JAMB story. Nobody's talking about it, but me, I will talk about it too. JAMB said they need 1.1 billion naira for staff meals. That is lunch for their staff. Hey, chukudna. What's it no go here for Nigeria? They said because I think they were summoned to the House of Reps or something to defend it. Their registrar, and their explanation or the breakdown was that they will need 2,200 naira per day. I don't know how many staff they have. I didn't do the math, but the point is that they said they are doing it to protect or to minimize staff exposure to public eateries during work hours and to protect sensitive ICT infrastructure from potential food-related hazards. That one doesn't even make sense, because if you're catering in-house, that means that your ICT infrastructure, they're talking about their computer equipment, is automatically exposed to food. That's just what it means, because it's not any different if people go out and use their own money to buy lunch. Even if they bring it back, it's still the same thing. I don't even understand the logic behind this, to be honest, except that it's the same Nigeria way now. The one where no be this same JAMB talk say snake swallow 39 million naira. So we shouldn't be surprised now. Anything can happen with them. Anyway, we've come to the end of today's blog. Take time to subscribe, and guess what? Hey, we actually made 200 subscribers. Yay! You guys are the bomb. You're too much. So why don't we try for 300 before the end of January? So please encourage me. Be part of the success story of Naija Newsmonger. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. Let's do this. Let's do it. We can do it. Let's do it. Okay, thanks, fam, and I will see you in the next one. Take care and bye for now.